Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with a video, a pseudo response to Jay, not Big J, but the other J, this J, Jay Iyagi. He did a video about high-end vintage audio, and of course, at the end, he says to, look into vintage audio if you're looking to save money, X, Y, Z. This is not an opinion just of him. You'll find this everywhere online. If you read blogs, if you look at other videos on YouTube about vintage audio, everyone says if you want a good deal on a great sound, buy old. And I'm here to say, maybe not. And now, before we get much deeper into this, if you are one of these two guys I'm about to illustrate, this video does not apply to you. By all means, stick around, hang out in the comment section, give your opinion, maybe give some your gear advice, do whatever you want. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you are someone who has excess money, do what you want. Video's not for you. If you're someone who maybe doesn't have excess money, but you're not looking for the new reference. You just want to try something out. Maybe you've heard about a brand for a while and you just want to get a sense of what it's all about. All right, well then you go do that, because you're not depending on the outcome necessarily. All right. If you're someone who is electrically handy, or at the very least electrically competent and confident, then this video isn't really for you. It's not really for you. You have an out. This video is for everyone else. Maybe you're trying to up the ante a little bit. You want to enter the realm of high-end audio, but you don't have high-end funds. This video is for you. This video is the video I wish I would have watched before me a couple years ago, about 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years ago, would have watched, because I wanted high-end audio, but I did not have high-end pockets. Still don't have high-end pockets, actually. But it's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I was in the market about 2 years ago for a high-end piece. My first amp I ever brought was this bad boy. The topping, or my bad, the SMSL SA50. It goes for about, let's take a looky here. It goes for $79, but you can get them used somewhere. I don't know. Oh, used for like $70. Just buy it new at that point. Anyway, so I went from this bad boy to this lovely Kickstarter about 2 years later. Can't lie, it's a great amp. I thoroughly enjoyed. There were hiccups. The company is trash. They've gone out of business, aka scammed everybody out of the other pieces in the system. But I got the amp, and it's glorious. Fully balanced situation. What else do we have? Some other great specs. Oh, there's tube pre, I believe, something like that. I don't know, but you get my drift. So I got this bad boy and used it for maybe 2 years, and then maybe 3 years really. And I decided, I want high-end. My desire coupled with a video from OC Hi-Fi when he said, if you want hi-fi, if you want a hi-fi system, you need a hi-fi piece. And I was like, yo, I need a hi-fi piece. But that's when I started looking, and I was like, I don't have hi-fi money, so vintage, here we come. Long story short, I ended up with a name system. Name is the name, not anyway, you get it. The name, system. This price, $1,600, and you'll see how I have highlighted fully recapped and serviced. This is the main point of this video. Okay. This 1,600 is just for one of these, not the whole shebang. Just one of these. So that should give you an idea of what these bad boys run 20 years, 30 years later. I ended up finding what I thought was a great deal locally. The guy was on eBay. I ended up doing an off eBay transaction, which is its own thing. But it went well. It went well. I'm not going to throw any shade to the guy. He's a reseller. I don't know. I don't want to put him on blast, so I'm not going to post his profile or anything, but reseller. I also brought the Ohm 200 from him months later, months after the initial, actually maybe like a year later, after initial debacle, if you will, with the amp, preamp, and whatnot. So he sold a system that was the high cap, which is basically power, preamp, and power amp. $2,300, right? Like I said, I thought it was a steal. I went pick up this piece of kit. Uber back. I was living in Manhattan at that time. $2,300 in. I auditioned it at the guy's house. I will circle back around to that particular point. But I went there. I heard it. I approved it. Packed her up. Passed the money. And I was out. A week later, a very rapid chain of events happens within the signal, and I'm left with static. Man, I was quite upset. I was confused. I was confused more than anything. I was confused. Quite upset. So we go back and forth, me and the guy. You know, he's like, did you set it up correctly? I'm like, yeah, I'm sending pictures, audio clips. You know, it would cut back on and go back out. At the end of the day, I got nothing but static. All right. So that started its own process. But before we got to static, I had a couple hours of listening. And you know, I wasn't that impressed. I was like, man, hooked it up. I was like, cool. Sounds better. Maybe a little clearer. Yeah. That's it. $2,300. That's what. No. That wasn't a $2,300 response. That's kind of one of my main points also in this video is, even if you find a piece that's in okay condition to the point where it will play and it won't go all staticky on you, if you're reading reviews from like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, what you're getting from that eBay seller, that US Audio, wherever, isn't that piece. It has the name, but it also has 30 plus years of use, degradation, everything, no matter how well it's kept up. If it's used or if it's not used, there's degradation happening in that piece. So you may, read all these amazing reviews. Oh, I got voted best in class from 87, or like, oh, this is the high-end piece from the early 90s. It's 30 years ago. Believe me, that piece you got is only giving you a taste of what it can do. And I learned that because after I went down the rabbit hole and actually found a reasonable repair person, and I dropped an additional $1,200 to get all three fully checked out, respec'd, repaired. Took months to do, and I'm now in $3,600. When I plugged it back in, I was like, wow, this sounds amazing. And then you see the difference between when I first got it, $2,300, thought it was a steal, thought I was getting something. I was like, this app down here I showed you last, I don't remember exactly. I think I paid $500 for it. And it was just barely better than that pre-recalibration. Getting it back, oh, it was worth every $3,600 penny. Every 3,600 pennies. 100% worthwhile the sound. Alright, I feel like I'm kind of going around in circles, but where's the story at? Alright, so got this, didn't work, sent it out, spent more money. Oh yeah, I ended up spending way more money than I thought I was going to spend. Remember, I came into this pursuit because I didn't have a lot of money to spend to begin with. I thought about recapping it myself, but I didn't have the experience. I had the confidence because I could do anything I put my mind to, but I didn't have this experience, and I didn't want to, go in there all confident and burn something, break a circuit, put something on backwards. I had zero experience actually soldering, so I also didn't feel comfortable reselling it. I could have found some guy in the city to make it work and then resold it. Thought about doing it, not gonna lie, because the price tag to repair before I found this guy out in Chicago was high, like the same price of buying it, But I couldn't sleep like that, so, and long story short, got it fixed, plugged it in, was blown away, happy I got it fixed. So you're asking, okay, Ronald, if I can't buy old vintage, what can I do? You buy new stuff. Two options, actually. You have two options. One, you don't buy anything. You just save your money. Kick the can down the road so you have more money to actually invest. Or two, buy something new. Maybe not super high end. Bring it down a little bit. And buy a newer brand. Dinner Fraps is, I've never heard Dinner Fraps, but they get a ton of credit, performance to value. There's the lovely American Shit Audio. I have Shit Audio gear. And if you're wondering how does Shit Audio, well, I have the Shit, what is it called? Like Vidar? I have the Shit Vidar. I have the Freya S and Freya Plus. How they compare to the name? They don't. The name's way better, but they are way cheaper. I honestly, if you don't have the money to drop on a potential worst case scenario, I wouldn't even bother. Keep the money you have, or buy some lower price new piece that's a step up. If you don't like it, if it's brand new, you can always send it back. Another thing you can't do if used. And honestly, that's it. I don't want to belabor the point, but I definitely wanted to make this video because it's a video I wholeheartedly wish I had seen pre-buying my Name audio system. Can you see it? You can kind of. Oh, this is actually. So you see, this is the Freya S, and this is the Name system, the pre hi-hat and amplifier. Oh, and currently my speakers are these lovely Magnapan mini system. I'll do a review on those one day. I'll also do a comparison between I'll also do a comparison between the Shit Audio, Name, and some other stuff. But until then, happy listening. Buy responsibly. Enjoy the music above all else. Don't fear the FOMO. Just look back at my old video with me using the receiver. It's all you need. Just enjoy the music first, and then when you really want something, search, save, and get it. Or just, learn how to solder, I guess. That's also a possibility. All right. Until next time.